Hello, welcome to another episode of In the Shop. I'm Clay Croft, and today I have my good friend Paul May from Equipt Expedition Outfitters. Paul and I have known each other for the better part of 7 years now. Mm-hmm. You and I met the first time at Hollister, California. When Jeff and I stepped out of the truck, you were the first person that we talked to. Paul is one of the godfathers of American overlanding. He started Equipt 11 years ago now.
Yeah, it's 11 years. Yeah.
How did you start Equipt Expedition Outfitters?
Well, I was deeply involved with a local Land Cruiser club in Salt Lake City and had a chance to invite a gentleman to one of our club meetings. I contacted the guy, missed him. He was on his way from Argentina to Alaska. Mm-hmm. Missed him on the way up. He contacted me on the way back. We met in Salt Lake City, and he asked me if I knew anybody interested in offering products in the United States.
And you're like,
and one sleepless night later, I decided to start a business.
Cool.
We grew it from there.
And then when I met you, you had it's kind of a legendary 100 series now. It was unnamed. But
unnamed truck, but that 100 series was about as best thing that you could do. Yeah.
Well, then you had a 4Runner.
Yeah.
Built a 4Runner.
Gen 4Runner for just over 3 years.
Yeah.
And decided I missed my Land Cruiser.
It's the car. It really is one of the apex vehicles. Let's work from the front to the back.
The suspension, we went with Old Man Emu. Mm-hmm. The reason why I like Old Man Emu is that it is proven. I'll take a percentage or two off of the performance end of something for the longevity end of something without me having to deal with it. Yeah. And that's why I like the simplicity and the heritage of the Old Man Emu system for a suspension. So we added an ARB on the front of it, the VR 10,000 winch. It's going to do plenty for this truck. We added the intensity lights on the front. I haven't ever used a light as nice as those intensity lights.
They are great.
It is hands down to me the only light that I need on the front of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm. It's all smiles for miles.
You laugh when those things go on. So I went with the BF Goodrich all-terrain TA KO2s. Mm-hmm. Never had a tire have an issue with the all-terrains. I've had them on 6 different vehicles now. This vehicle sees highway speeds more than anything. Mm-hmm. So that was a factor in deciding to go with the 33 over going with something larger than that. It needs to have some real safety and sensibility on the open road. We installed a dual battery system in here. It's the National Luna dual battery system. We moved the main battery from driver's side to passenger side because the driver's side could hold a larger battery, and we wanted that for our auxiliary battery system. Yeah. We installed one of the twin-cylinder ARB compressors under there. Absolutely enamored with them. They run an incredible amount of pressure out of them. This one, we're lucky enough to have a location under the hood, which I'm very excited about. It's nice to get it up and out of the way.
And then obviously you have a snorkel.
Yep. For me, what I like about having the snorkel on there is that it's cold, clean air intake for the engine. Yep. Most of the time, the air box is down in the fender well, and you get out on a dusty road and all you're doing is feeding dirt to your engine. It's not good. It really does a lot for the longevity of the engine, plus the better gas mileage. Honestly, I think I'm getting maybe a mile a gallon, half a mile a gallon.
Oh, really?
Better. 2.2 meter K9 roof rack for it. A brand new addition to the Easy On tent line is the Stealth. It's a full aluminum hard shell rooftop tent. I personally think it's the best tent they've made.
Sure.
I like it because it has a real aerodynamic look that's more fitting towards the style of vehicle. Yeah. And it sets up in a flash. It's a less than a minute setup. An Easy On Series 2000 awning. It's 2.5 meters long, and I really like it because it goes with that stealthy look of the vehicle. Nice.
So let's take a look at this tent if we could.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. There's 4 latches that hold it in place. The ladder itself is recessed in the bottom of the tent frame. Pretty straightforward.
Yep, that's pretty straightforward.
Done. Good night. Right around a double bed.
Okay.
In size. Very waterproof. Rear access, side accesses. They've insulated the floor. They insulated the lid. And with the gray material, it is dark. If you like to sleep in, this is the unit for you.
That's my kind of tent.
Or as I call this my Millennium Falcon. The reason why is it's one big white cargo ship with black details that goes like a bat out of hell.
Yeah.
We had a chance of working with Brian Fulton and his team down at Goose Gear in Southern California. This has hints of our 100 series Land Cruiser.
Yep.
And it also has hints of the 4Runner. But I think this is the refinement of those concepts.
Sure.
Down to its simple, elegant form.
This stuff, the fit and finish and having it just the way you like it, over time you learn what you want. And then when you get it, it's just like, yes, it makes the experience all the much better.
Each time that we do something, we learn more about what we don't need and more about what we need, and refine and refine and refine.
Show me this fridge.
Okay. It's the 50-liter twin, which means it has a 40-liter fridge and a 10-liter freezer in it. This is the fridge I've had everywhere from Dead Horse, Alaska to Honduras. It does the job better than anything else out there, in my opinion. Partner steel stove, incredible output, 14,000 BTU per burner.
Best stove by far I've ever used.
Yeah, I would agree, 100%.
Hands down.
It's a standard door system. It goes right up to the back seats. If we want to, we can take out the clamshells and put the other back seats back in roughly 45 minutes. Okay. So I can put it back to a 5-seater car. They built in a flat component here that takes it clear and contours around the side of the vehicle here. And what's nice about that is that I can use this as a sleeping platform and not have any concerns about stuff falling off the side or in there. Plus we have built-in
little cubby spot
cubbies for all of the spare fluids and odds and bits that you really don't need to see on a day-to-day basis. But I've got my locker and my wife has her locker, and we can put all of our clothing and stuff in there.
Nice.
There's nothing on the top.
His and hers closets.
His and hers closets.
Well, let's take a quick look at just the dash so people can see inside what at least this 200 looks like, and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So one of the things that I really like about what Toyota has done with this is that they've pre-wired a brake system into it. So all you have to do is buy a controller. I decided to put it in the glove box because I rarely use it and I didn't need this big glaring piece of stuff. I'm also going to add a couple of those USB plugs up in here and run them live off the auxiliary so I don't have to have the vehicle on to charge a phone or a thing. This is an incredible amount of space, and what they've decided to do with it is to put a fridge in the center console, which is really cool,
box.
Literally, if that's what you need, right? But now I have to find room somewhere else for all of the doodads that you carry with you.
It works great in its intended purpose.
Yes.
If you need a sandwich on the road somewhere or a cool drink right off the bat, but for everything else, it just kind of is a bit of a drawback.
Kind of a drawback. That's the only thing that I can think of in this vehicle that I would change. Is
beautiful vehicle. Thanks for bringing it up. I'm excited to, over the next year or so, see the improvements and talk about it. Thanks for bringing it all the way up from Salt Lake. And
absolutely. And thank you. I really appreciate this and look forward to sharing more stories on the builds of the trucks. We can parallel these. That'd be a lot of fun.
Sounds good. Well, see you next time.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Clay.
You bet.